Vote in this one, guys.
Wow. Yeah, thank you so much. I need to finish on this. Okay, guys, welcome back. We sorry for the technical problems that we're facing. So we're back with my queen and the chief.
Who has been here?
Yeah. More okay, I have I have one simple question to ask before my queen can ask you a few questions and then we close. What made you to choose social work? Because growing up, man, we've always known that a social worker has to be a female.
Has to be a female.
Yeah, that's what we know. So what made you to choose that?
Oh, okay. I didn't know about a social worker being a female will be effective, but then, uh, me wanting to be a social worker, it is the fact that I, for one, let me say, I've inherited my mother's heart. I don't like to see someone suffering when I can be there to help the person. If hey comrades, if someone is in short of money or something like that, and I'm there being a social worker, when someone doesn't have clothes, things like that, I can be able to provide those kind of things for the person. Yes.
Okay, for people Azwinndini. Okay, so getting to that, we want to know you better, and there's someone there who looks up to you and who wants to know you better. What is your favorite music genre?
Yes.
My favorite. Okay, I actually don't have a favorite.
Okay.
Okay, I listen to R&B, I listen to hip hop, but most of all, I listen to blues. Yes, that's my music genre. I love blues a lot. Yes.
Okay, my queen, you can ask if you don't understand.
I don't understand. I'm lost.
What kind of music is
That's
that?
that.
We have much
We lost.
And I know I'm a piano thing.
Okay, blues. Oh, I even forgot I'm a piano. Oh, I'm a huge fan of Vicrotic. Anyways, blues is a music genre, which is like it's like an olden fashion kind of music.
Can you name
With
one artist? Maybe we might know.
Yeah, we might have an idea of what it is.
one artist
Yeah, from your playlist, of course.
for my playlist. Ish, I mean, I just download J blues. I just go
Okay,
for
in
blues.
woman, like the song.
The
Not just
okay,
Can you just sing it
something
for
like
the viewers?
I cannot sing, but then
You can try.
something like yeah, Sam Cooke, Sam Cooke, the song that it says I was born by the river. I'm sure you know it. Sam Cooke, yeah, one of the artists.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that. I hope your young Azwinndini, they're growing up. They are very much interested in knowing you that much.
Yeah.
My queen, do you have something to?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The show is about you sharing your story that is going to change someone's life out there.
Yes.
So, okay, you grew up, you're from a good family, a very strict family, so you said.
Yes.
So, can you at least tell us about the challenges that you faced as a child and how you happened to overcome those challenges?
Okay. Yeah, the challenges I faced when growing up, especially in my family, is that my parents were strict enough to force me to study from a very young age, and by that time, you know, we used to go play around,
Yeah.
things like that. You come back tired and they force you to study, things like that. But the most strict thing is that they wouldn't allow you to go out at night. They wouldn't allow you to socialize yourself with bad people. They would they wouldn't choose friends for me, but then they would make sure that everything, they would monitor my whole life from a younger age until I came to university.
No, okay, I understand that.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the challenges that you faced and how? Okay, let's say you're from a good family, right?
Yeah.
You're from a very strict family. How did you overcome the fact that your parents didn't want you going out late at night? How did you get used to that and you got to a point where you're like, no guys, I'm not gonna go because it's something that you got used to and it became your culture.
Yeah. Okay. How I overcome the steps that I faced is that I used to be, let me say, I'm hard-headed. I'm hard-headed. When they sometimes told me to do this, I used to do the opposite. Sometimes they would go out and leave me inside the house and say that we should find you here when we go out. But then I would go out and then I play with my friends. Whether they mood me or not, I didn't care about it. But then the other thing that helped me is that I got myself involved in reading a lot of books. So them making me stay home was an advantage in that I was able, from a young age, I was able to develop the love of reading books, forcefully so. Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. As a university student, we want to know why did you choose University of Venda?
Okay, I don't think I had a choice. I first went to UL, and then I was accepted. I was doing teaching, and then I didn't love teaching. I didn't love teaching at all. And then I was accepted at UFS. I was accepted at NW and many more, and Cape Town. So my parents, let me say, no, not my parents, my brother and sister sat with me, and they gave me all the disadvantages of being far away from home. I mean, I'm from Venda. Imagine me being at Cape Town. I don't know anyone. I don't have money. I don't have anything. Going home would be a problem. When I'm hungry, I mean, I love food a lot. I love food a lot. I mean, I would go home anytime. Even now, I would go home and eat, and I come back. I come back with something. So the reason why I chose the University of Venda was not because I loved University of Venda. It's because it's almost near home, and I'll be able to do almost anything that I please.
Okay, thank you. Queen Beloved, you can take it on.
Okay, no guys. I have one question. Okay, I have one question about politics.
Yes.
We were together umzabalazo 1 May last year, SEO.
Yes.
Wearing the t-shirts, chanting and all those things,
Yes.
fighting for the seats, the SRE thingy, SRC, sorry.
Yeah.
So you left the organization,
Yes, I
you
left the
went
organization.
to EFF.
Yes.
What made you? I'm not gonna ask. Don't be personal.
I won't be personal.
I want to know why you left the organization and why you had to choose EFF out of all the organizations. Yeah, in the campus.
In the campus. Okay. Truthfully speaking, the reason why I left SEO is it's like you said, you don't want me to be personal, but then if I say it now, it will be a more personal thing on the political world of Univen. But then the reason why I chose to go in EFF out of all is because I wanted something different from all political organizations. At home, when I grew up, my aunt is an ANC comrade. My mom was part of the SACP, South African Communist Party, and my dad was also part of ANC. So I wanted something different
You wanted to explore.
Yeah, I wanted to explore something different from ANC. I wanted to grow more politically because I saw that through EFF, I can be able, I can be able to grow politically. So, and yeah, that's one of the reasons why I chose EFF. The other thing is that out of all the political parties, why I chose EFF, is because first let me say that I had the alternative to choose between SARS-CoV and what SARS-CoV and
ABC.
Yeah, and ABC. But then I couldn't. I just couldn't. I just felt like I would be going back home. You see, yeah, that's the reason.
Okay, Queen.
Okay, thank you for that statement. Thank you. I mean, you are a social worker student.
Yes.
So you chose social worker because you loved it, right?
Yes.
Tell us more about the importance of choosing your career.
Okay. The the importance. The reason why I chose social work is because I wanted to know myself more. I have a cousin who's doing third year this year, and then he used to explain a lot of things about me, about social work, and then I got an interest to have the glimpse to love social work. So when I first get an encounter with the program or the classes and everything, I got to learn a lot about myself. I got to, let me say, I learned to be patient. I learned a lot of things to accept people as they are, to love a person as who they are, despite what they believe in, despite whether they are white or black, despite the tongue they use, maybe your Venda, your Pedi, your Swati, your Xhosa, anything. And in social work, you are able to, let me say, it forces you to learn other languages. So as it is going, I mean, I've learned a little bit of Swati, a little bit of Zulu, a little bit of Xhosa, Ndebele, even Pedi, and I'm learning. I'm learning each and every day.
Okay, thank you for that answer. What do you think? What are your views about gender-based violence?
Gender-based violence.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, okay. I was told that I should tell the truth and I should tell it as it is. Okay. My views about gender-based violence is that okay, I can only advise some of the ladies. If you see that your man is abusive from the get-go, there's no reason for you to stay in that kind of relationship, because the person might come to you and say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it," but then it's like cheating. If you cheat once, you're going to do it again. Yeah, it's like that. So if a guy beats you up, he's probably going to do it again, and he's going to do it worse, and he's going to apologize for it. So the moment he hits you, the moment he slaps you, the moment he does anything, that's the point of you to recognize that in this process, at this stage, I have to run away. You have to leave that. The last thing, I'm not the one to promote violence, but then if your man hits you, if your man hits you, I would say, move him back.
Wow. Okay. That was a very strong statement.
Yes.
If they more you more than back.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that. Oh, Memkwenye.
Hi. Okay, we hear. You are doing a social work.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of, from my area, I've seen a lot of social workers having their own organizations, having their own projects. You have a book, like you're about to write a book.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us about your upcoming projects that you have, be it organizations, books, or whatever? Let people know you.
Okay. Okay. As it is right now, I'm writing a book. It's not a book about love stories or anything. It's a book about. Let me just give you the name of the book. The name of the book is called Political Strategies. Yes, that's the name of the book. Another thing is that about the organization, I had in mind the about an organization that will promote Black Pride, that will promote people to accept themselves as they are, that will promote equality between men and women, and fight against the gender-based violence thing. And the other thing, the organization would empower young people who, let me say, who come from disadvantaged families to have something to live for. We can go to schools and empower them. We can give them clothes. I understand about the the sanitary towels. We can also provide that for them. Another thing is that the organization itself is to make black people to be superior to themselves, so that they can empower each other the way they should be. They can be there for each other. They can love each other. If I've noticed that most of the black people are, let me say, are still afraid and still take the white man as their superior. But then, in that contrary, the organization itself will help black people to be dependent on themselves. Again, um, um, I'm at home. At home, I've come up with an idea of starting a car wash with the Shisanyama. So that's also helping me to live my life.
Okay,
Yes.
it shows that you are a man of many options.
Yes,
You're not
yes.
just writing a solo thing. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for being
I have
here.
one question.
Oh yeah, you have one question. Oh.
Okay, we thank you for your time, mate.
Yes, yes.
We here now. We've had your story. The viewers have had your story. Like I've had everything. You
Yes.
have a book. You are a social work.
Yes.
You have you have an idea of
Yes.
opening an organization.
Yes.
You're Shisana Nyama business.
Yes.
Okay, we compiling all of that. You are still a student. You are still a student at University of Venda. So where do you see yourself in the next 3 years with everything that we've said, with your businesses, your career? Yes.
Within 3 years,
Yes.
I just okay. Within 3 years, obviously, as I'm doing my second year, I'll be graduating on my final year within 3 years, and then yet again, I just within 3 years, I just want to see myself being dependent on myself, not dependent on my parents and their income and everything they have, because I know for a fact, and they always tell me that whatever we have, you don't own anything, everything is ours. So every time when they say that, it always inspires me to do my own thing. where I see myself in 3 years, I see myself moving out from my parents' home. I see myself moving out from my parents' home. I just wanna get to enjoy my life more than focusing on as I'm single relationships and all that. I just wanna enjoy my life to the fullest.
Okay, we're closing now.
Yes.
Can you give people who are looking up to you just a few advices? Let's say I'm looking up to you. I wanna be like Azwinndini. I wanna be the chief. I wanna have 2 wives.
Yeah.
What advice can you give to someone who's looking up to you? Tell them when whatever they're going through, how do they overcome the challenges? I hope you get me.
Tell them, talk to them. They are your people.
They are your people. Yes, they are your wives.
Okay. Thank you for that. The only advice that I can give to people who are looking up to me is that believe in yourself. Put yourself first above everything. Make sure that you. I pray a lot. I pray 3 times a day. I pray a lot and make sure that you're okay with the people who made you to be who you are right now. Have a small cycle, don't have a huge cycle, and trust yourself and only yourself and work hard and everything will be fine.
Whoa, after
Thank
such
you, sir.
a concluding statement, we're very thankful and grateful that you agreed to have this talk with us. Madam, do you have some last words to share with
The viewers.
Yes.
The only thing that I can say, Shem, to those who are writing exams, good luck, all the best. And Mr. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Yeah, it's actually
It's an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor being here.
To us as well, it is.
Yeah,
So guys, don't forget to like the page, share with your friends as much as you can.
Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube too.
Thank you, my
It's
love,
nice
for
to meet
remembering me. We love you.
Bye bye.